Hey scholars, so we're going to go ahead and read pages 1 and 2 of Number of the Stars together. And if you are on campus, you've got your hard copy. And so as I take notes, you're going to take notes along with me in your book. No worries, it's totally fine to mark up that book. And if you are a distance learner, I have attached these pages in Nearpod, and so you can draw on it and make notes as well. So we're going to go ahead and read pages 1 and 2. As I read, I'm going to pause when I notice something about our three characters we're going to be introduced to: Ellen, Anne-Marie, and Kirsty. Because we're going to go ahead and complete a graphic organizer on the next page about those three characters. Why are you running? I'll race you to the corner, Ellen. Anne-Marie adjusted the thick leather pack on her bag so that her school books balanced evenly. Ready? She looked at her best friend. Ellen made a face. No, she said, laughing. You know I can't beat you. My legs aren't as long. Can't we just walk like civilized people? She was a stocky 10-year-old, unlike Linky and Marie. So I'm going to pause here and just jot some notes. I've already highlighted this part of the text. I'll race you to the corner, Ellen. And this part of the text tells me a little bit about Anne-Marie. And so I'm going to jot a note here that I noticed Anne-Marie, I'm just going to put an A, right, because this is my notes. I want to make it short and sweet, is active and energetic. We know she likes to run, she likes to play games, right? Ellen made a face. No, she said, laughing. So on the other hand, right, Ellen doesn't really seem as energetic and excited as Anne-Marie. So I'm going to say E is a little calmer. I noticed too, it talks about these girls' appearances, right? She was a stocky 10-year-old, right? E, Ellen, unlike Linky and Marie. So I'm going to say E is short and A is tall and skinny. All right, let's keep reading to find out more about these girls. We have to practice for the athletic meet on Friday. I know I'm going to win the girls' race this week. I was second last week, but I've been practicing every day. Come on, Ellen, Anne-Marie pleaded, eyeing the distance to the next corner of the Copenhagen street. Please. So I know that A, right, Anne-Marie, is competitive. Right? She likes competing in different races. Again, we know that she is active, she's energetic, so she's excited for this race coming up. Ellen hesitated, then nodded and shifted her own rucksack of books against her shoulders. Oh, all right. Ready? She said. Go, shouted Anne-Marie, and the two girls were off, racing along the residential sidewalk. Anne-Marie's silvery blonde hair flew behind her, and Ellen's dark pigtails bounced against her shoulders. Now, I've highlighted this text, so I don't need to write any more notes, but I do want to remember that Anne-Marie, she's got this silvery blonde hair, and Ellen has dark hair, right? That's going to be important in our book when we get a little bit further. Wait for me, wailed little Kirsty left behind, but the two older girls weren't listening. Oh, little Kirsty. And so I'm going to guess that she's maybe somebody's little sister. So K is someone's little sister. I don't know this for sure, but this is my guess, right? If she's kind of the one who's little, wailing behind. Anne-Marie outdistanced her friend quickly, even though one of her shoes came untied as she sped along the street called Osterbrogade, past the small shops and cafes of her neighborhood here in northeast Copenhagen. Laughing, she skirted an elderly lady in black who carried a shopping bag made of string. A young woman pushing a baby in a carriage moved aside to make way. The corner was just ahead. And I just highlighted this that, Anne Marie's laughing, right? She's really happy at this moment. She's really excited. She's very energetic and racing her friend. Anne Marie looked up, panting, just as she reached the corner. Her laughter stopped. Her heart seemed to skip a beat. Halt! The soldier ordered in a stern voice. The German word was as familiar as it was frightening. Anne Marie had heard it often enough before, but it had never been directed at her until now. Behind her, Ellen also slowed and stopped. Far back, little Kirsty was plodding along, her face in a pout, because the girls hadn't waited for her. Anne Marie stared up. There were two of them. That meant 2 helmets, 2 sets of cold eyes glaring at her, and 4 tall, shiny boots planted firmly on the sidewalk, blocking her path to home. And it meant 2 rifles, gripped in the hands of the soldiers. She stared at the rifles first. Then finally, she looked into the face of the soldier who had ordered her to halt. Why are you running? The harsh voice asked. So I'm going to make a note here. A saw the soldier and is suddenly scared. Okay, y'all, I've read pages 1 and 2. I've got my notes. I'm ready to complete my activity, thinking about who Anne Marie, Ellen, and Kirsty are. Remember, if you're on campus, your notes should look like mine. You're writing them in your packet. And if you're a distance learner, you should have been following along in your Nearpod slides. I will see you back at your next activity.